This
insights
conference will
journey.
now be recorded.
I'm sharing my screen. Let me know once you are able to see it. Yeah, able to see my screen?
Yes, yes, Muthu, we can.
Okay. Yeah. So to get started with our today's topic, right? So we'll see what is marketing module in Dynamics CRM, or and how we can use it, and what are all the benefits of using that marketing module, and then what are all the core features, and then the functionality of that marketing module, and then what is the basic customization with that, how we can use that marketing module end to end for any business related purpose, right? So that we will see, and then the last slide we will see like how we can create that trial account and all. So that is something we will see. uh, so to give you the introduction about the marketing module, right? So in every business, right, we will have the marketing. So marketing will be the first step for every business, because they want to through marketing only they will be reaching out to customers, existing customers or new customers, or whoever they want to reach out to, right? So using the marketing module only they will be reaching out to the peoples. So it can be like based on the product they will be reaching out to the customers, right? So in the Dynamics 365 marketing module, we have so many possibilities through which we can reach out to the customers, either through email or SMS or push notifications. So these many options we have based on the customer expectation, or based on that, let's see, for based on the customer age or demographic or location, whatever it is, we'll be able to use the marketing module accordingly. So that way the customers, right, will the business will be able to reach out to customers from start to end, like whatever they want to do. And then after reaching out, whatever the interaction they have, based on that also we have some features in the marketing module, like the further follow-ups also we will be able to do it from the marketing module. Let's see, if we are sending one email to one customer, right, whenever the customer opens that email, on that particular trigger also we will be able to send a further communication. If okay, in some cases we don't want to send any communication when the customer opens the email, so in the email we will be having some link, let's see. So whenever they click on that link, on top of that we will be able to send some communication. So to get the details right, I mean, whoever is opening the email or whoever is clicking on that email and whoever is replying, so we'll be able to capture all those details within this marketing module and use it accordingly for a further interaction or communication, right? So these are all the possibilities we have, and we will see like how we are going to do that, or then the history and evolution of marketing. So yeah, previously, okay, the currently what we have is like recently, right, maybe in the last 2 3 months, Microsoft has renamed the marketing module as the customer insights journeys. So previously we used to have marketing module. Under that marketing module we had, okay, we had like outbound marketing and real time marketing. Outbound marketing is nothing but based on the segments we will be sending the communications to customers or prospects. Real time marketing is nothing but a trigger based. Whenever, I mean, let's see, we are sending the email, right, and open whenever the customer opens that email, we will be sending that email, further emails, right? So those are the trigger based. So that comes under real time marketing. But now in the recent upgrade, right, so everything is merged into customer insights journeys. So in that one we have both these options, like whether it is segment based or trigger based, both of them we will be able to achieve it in the same marketing module. So previously we used to have the differentiation, but now we don't have that. I mean, simply Microsoft wanted to improve the functionality, because previously, right? Between this outbound marketing and real-time marketing, some customers or business they were not sure like when to use which one. So those kind of scenarios like Microsoft has come up with, and then they have consolidated everything into the single one. So in this way, uh, uh, with respect to the marketing license as well, the business or customers will be having the advantage. Uh, so and with respect to marketing, right? As you know, like currently we are having this copilot and all right, copilot and AI. So all of these things, everything is getting integrated with the dynamics products, right? So it is same for marketing module as well. So in the marketing module using the copilot or AI model, so we have a lot more to achieve actually. So whatever we want to do, right? When to get in touch with the customer, all those things we can simply use the copilot also to achieve the functionality. But it will be like very advanced thing. But to know what is marketing and what we can achieve, so we'll be able to see this in the particular session. So first thing is like user interface, like how we can. Okay, let me share that. Able to
Yeah,
see my
Muthu, I
screen?
pinged the arguer. I pinged the arguer in the chat here in the
Yeah,
GoTo
yeah.
itself. Should I ping the credential as well?
No,
Or
no,
you have
I
it?
have it. I have it opened actually. Maybe I need to share it
Okay, okay,
again
nice.
because I shared it only.
Okay, that's fine. You can stop and reshare the window.
Yeah, yeah,
So, any questions so far, Mithun and Niranjan?
Yeah, Harish, we are good for now. Like, if anything,
Okay.
we'll ask.
but here. Okay, just a minute, I think I should- Yeah, able to see my screen?
Yeah, it's visible,
Yes.
Muthu.
Okay. Yeah, so this is that as you know, like we have this CRM UCI, right, or interface. So at this particular app here, previously we used to have it as a marketing. So now we have like customer service workspace, right? So the same way we had that marketing, but now it has been renamed to customer insights journeys. So in this one, if you see the publisher also, it is dynamics marketing. So everything, I mean the functionality wise everything remains same, but we Microsoft has merged both outbound and real-time marketing into the same thing, customer insights journey. So this is that navigation part. So under engagement, we have journeys. So journeys is nothing but a customer journeys. So previously we used to have segment based and then the trigger based, right? So now everything is under the same thing. So whenever we want to create a new journey, we will be able to select whether we want to create a segment based journey or it is a trigger based. So trigger based is nothing but like on the record creation and so triggers we can see here, right? So these are all the out of the box triggers we have. If you want to create our own custom triggers, right? So all those things we'll be able to create it here. So here if you see bot email link click, so whenever the automated email link clicked or the SMS link clicked or based on the contact entity update also, these are all the OOB triggers we have. Along with this, if we want to have our own custom trigger also, we will be able to create and use it in our customer journeys. So this is about triggers, and the triggers we will be using it in the customer journeys. And
Yeah,
this analytics is, yeah.
Muthu. Yeah, the entity which called us journey, like, what do you
Hmm.
mean by journey?
So yeah, it is a journey like maybe when we start creating that customer journey, right? You will come to know it is nothing but how we can send an email or how we can send an communication to the customer. So it is all like drag and drop. Okay. So here, if you see, we have the trigger based or segment based, right? So here it is trigger based selector. So we need to select the trigger, or if you want to have the segment based, right? So we need to have our segment already in place. So let me go with trigger based. So what it will do is like it is like kind of so you know about Power Automate, right? How we can create the Power Automate and add the actions or conditions whatever we need. So in the same way, we will be adding the conditions or the logic whatever we want to have in our customer journey. It is nothing but
Yeah, yeah,
how
one
we
second,
can
Muthu. So basically,
hmm,
yeah, they don't know even Power Automate as well. So
hmm,
basically, Mithun, in the school days, we used to write a flow chart, right? They will give a specific task. We will write the steps to achieve the task, like steps, like a RAM. We used to drop flow charts, right? In algorithms. Remember in
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
CPC
yeah.
or so they will suppose we have we have to go some location. So for that we have some setup. We have to take right at some location like that. The flow chart what we will define, it will give the steps to achieve the requirement, right? So the same way we use it in the Power Automate, here also we will use it in the journeys. Go on, Muthu.
Yeah,
yeah.
got it, got it. Yeah.
Yeah, so this is it is nothing like so here if you see the screenshot, right? So this will be the interface we will have. So first we will select if it is a trigger based or segment based. So based on that we will get this next thing items, right? Here we can add the segment. After that what we want to do here, we can have the condition whether we want to check anything from that customer or from the lead. So basically in the segment we can use two things. One is contact, which is nothing but a customer, and then the leads as well we can use. So based on these two entities, we will be able to create a segment and then use it in our customer journey. So once here, if you see, it is just a simple customer journey. Directly, we are sending the email for this particular segment, and then we are sending the email. So instead of this, we can have the complex logic as well, like before sending an email, check this whether we can send the email to the customer or not. Okay, after sending an email, we can have logic like when whether the user has clicked on the email or not. If the user has clicked on the email, then we can send in one more email as well, like kind of follow up email, whether when the user has opened the email and they have not responded. In that case, if you want to send a follow up, that also we can do. So all those logics we will be able to build it here. Okay. So okay, I think I was not sharing. That is a different thing. Okay. Yeah. So these are all the options we have, right? So these are all the marketing channels. One is like email and text message and push notification, and other channels as well. Like uh, we can have our custom channels as well. Like instead of SMS, we will be able to use the custom channels as well. But that is all like a kind of very advanced. But mostly we will be using the existing channel, whatever marketing is providing. One is email and SMS, and then the push notification to any app. So here, if you see, these are all the channels we have, right? Here we can configure like whether we want to send an email or whether we want to send a SMS. So based on this particular trigger, whenever the contact address gets updated, it will send an email. Or if we are selecting the segment based, so we will be having the segment. Segment is nothing but a group of contact. Let's see, if we want to group the contact based on some age, maybe from the customer age between 50 to 60, or customers location. Let's see customers who are in Chennai or in Hyderabad or in Bangalore, right? So based on that also we will be able to group those contacts and call it as a segment. So that segment we can use it, and we will be able to send any email or SMS or the push notification, so based on that segment. So that that's how we create the customer journey, or that is the purpose of the customer journey. So this will be a final step. Okay, the customer journey will be a first and last step, which will include all the things like uh, triggers or segments or contacts. So everything will be including in the customer journey in a different terminology. Let's see, we are calling here as a contacts, right? So the contacts and leads. So these two things we will not use it as it is in the customer journey, but we will create it as a segments. The segment is nothing but, as I said before, grouping the contacts or the leads. Those things we will be using in the customer journey. Or if we are using the trigger based, in the trigger based we will be using the contact as it is. Whenever the contact gets updated, or whenever the contact gets created, so in these scenarios we will be using the trigger based, and then we will be able to send the communication, whether it is through email or SMS. Okay, so any questions on this till now?
Yeah, like in the segment, like
Hmm.
we'll be grouping the contacts and lead, and we'll be triggering the journey, right?
Yeah, so first prerequisite for a journey will be we should have our segment. Okay, segment should be ready, and it should be in live. So I will just, I mean, these are all like creating the segment and all. I mean, it will be a kind of next level of session, but before that, uh, for the functional thing, yeah, segment is like we will be group of contacts, we will use it in the journey based on the requirement. Okay,
Yeah, got it, Muthu.
and yeah, in the segment we can use both these contacts and the leads entities. And this consent center is nothing but it will be used for whenever we send any marketing communication to the customers, right? So they can they would want to unsubscribe the communications, right? So for that purpose we will be using the consent center. Whenever someone unsubscribes, we will be getting the entries here. So that will be another advanced logic we can see in the later sessions. And then, okay, let me go to that PPT. Able to see the PPT now, or you are still seeing the browser?
Yeah, we are able to
Browser on.
see the browser still.
Browser only. Okay, so we cannot share multiple things in the same time, are we? Okay,
We
let
can, but we need to give the entire window, Muthu, while
entire
selecting.
screen. Okay, okay, okay,
Yes.
fine, let me do that. Yeah, you able to see my screen now?
No.
No, this share button I'm clicking, but it's not working. Okay, let me, okay, window I'm not able to share actually.
Okay. Now I could see the people.
Yeah, I'm sharing. Okay, fine. Yeah, so this is what we have seen, right? Contact leads. So these are all the entities we'll be using in the marketing module. And then core features and functionalities. So marketing segments. So marketing segments is nothing but which we have discussed, right? The how we want to group the contacts or leads based on their interaction, or based on their age group, or based on their location, or based on their interest. So we'll be grouping them, right? So that's what we call it as a marketing segments. So in segments, we have two types, like dynamic segment and then the static segment. So dynamic segment is nothing but based on that condition, whatever we are giving, the contacts will be getting added into the segments as and when the contact satisfies that condition. Static segment, it will be like kind of static list. We can select some group of 100 contact lists 100 static contact list. After that, there won't be any change unless we add someone to the segment. Okay, so that will be a static segment. And then the customer journeys. So customer journeys is nothing but the process, or the process we can call, like how we are sending the communication to the customers. So that is what we call it as a customer journeys. So here we have two types of customer journeys. One is trigger based and other one is segment based. Based on the business requirement, we will be using the customer journeys accordingly. So for segment based journeys, right, so we should have the segment ready and it should be in a live status. Then only we will be able to use that in the customer journeys. And then the marketing channels. So marketing channels is nothing but there are three types, right? One is email, and then the SMS notification and the push notifications. So these are all the three marketing channels we have. And whenever we want to send an email, right, so we should have the emails created. So let me try to share that entire screen. But entire screen. Okay. Able to see my screen?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Yes.
Yeah. So these things we have seen, right? Segment and contact leads. Then the emails. So this is nothing but whatever the email communication we want to send, we will first create that email record, and then we will add the content whatever is needed based on that business requirement, right? Whether if you want to send any product details to the customer, so all those things we will be able to uh, add the content in our marketing email. This is nothing but a marketing email, and then get everything ready. And then once we have that email ready, uh, here we have the option like whatever the content we are adding here, right? So we will be able to test everything, like for a different devices, like whether we want to send it to or check the uh, alignment for desktop or for tab or for mobile phone, right? So all those things we will be able to test it here itself before using it in our customer journey or sending that email to the customers. So these are all the things. So here these many components we have, we can add the text or image button, custom code also we can add, and then the section, like how we want to add. So if it is a one column section, it is all like just simple drag and drop only. So you'll be able to drag and drop and then use it as per our need. And then all the styling or css things, right, whatever we want to do in our content, everything we'll be able to do. But yeah, that will be a kind of next level of session. But yeah, these are all the capabilities we have with respect to the email. So once we are done with the email, right, email content creation, we will be able to test. So here if you see, we can test it right away after uh, creating that email. So these are all the options we have. We can test it for desktop or tablet portrait. All these things we will be able to test and see if there is any alignment issue in the email record. So that whenever we send anything to customers, right, they can, there is a possibility like some people will check it from desktop, some people will check it from the mobile phone or tablet, right? So for that purpose also we'll be able to validate and then see how it looks. So this is about emails. And then we do have forms.
Yeah.
So this
Uh,
forms is,
for
yeah, any,
emails, yeah,
hmm,
sorry, Muthu.
yeah, yeah,
For emails, like there will be a default template, or like can't we import any template from our end?
yeah, we can, I mean, we can create our own template as well. So that will be, let me show that. So you have the email templates here, right? So from here you can create your own email template, like whatever the content you want to have, you can create it here. Once you create it and save it, right, when you go and create a new email, here you will be able to see that email template, your custom template. Okay. So right now we don't, I mean, it is just a OOB instance, right? We don't have any custom template, but whenever we create, it will be shown up here, and we will be able to use it in the while creation of the email record. Okay.
Okay, Muthu. Got it.
So in some cases we might not want to use the email template. We'll just have simple contents, right? So those things we will be able to directly add it in the email record. So whether we want to use the email template, I mean the OOB template or the custom template, or if you don't want to use the template also, that is fine. It's up to our requirement, like what we want to what content we want to include in the email. So based on that we can proceed. And then yeah, these forms here, right? So these forms we will be using. Let's see, we are sending the email, right? So in the email we will be sending one link to the customer so that they can fill out the details. So whatever the details we want to capture from the customer, right? So that we will design a form here. So this form, whatever we are going to design, so we can select here whether it is a based on the contact or lead. Like if you select contact, right, whatever the details the customer is providing, first it will check in the contact record, do we have these details or not. If it is, if the detail, let's see for a email address, whatever they are providing, if the email address is already there, it will update the same contact in the system. If the email address is not there, it will create a new contact in the system. Or if you select the lead, same thing applies for here as well. Okay. So based on this form, what the functionality of this form is like, we can send a link in the email to the customer. Whenever they click on that, we will be having the landing page. So in the landing page, or we can call it as a marketing page as well. So in the marketing page we will be using these forms. So this form, it will have a set of fields, like from contact, it will have like first name, last name, email address, mobile phone number, and the address, something like that, right? So whenever the customer fills out those details, the CRM will capture all those details and have it in our contact entity or in the lead entity based on our selection. So that purpose we will be using these forms. And then the push notifications. So this is nothing but if we have any apps, right? So for those apps we will be able to send the notification. And then the text messages, text is nothing but a SMS message. Like if you want to send any SMS message, so we'll be able to create a SMS message and then configure it like whenever. So once you create these things, right, emails and then the push notification and text messages, like once you added all the contents and once you are ready with these things, we can use it in the customer journey, like based on that requirement. Maybe first step we can send an email. When the user or customer clicks on the email, next step we might want to send a SMS message, right? So in that cases also we will be able to send the notification to the customer. In the same customer journey, we can have multiple notifications, whether it can be through email or it can be through SMS or it can be through push notifications. All those things are possible in the customer journey, but we need to design the journey in such a way like uh, it should not happen everything at a time. So we should have the logic or condition before sending any notification. We should check something and then send it. So that will be the only thing, because marketing emails or marketing communications, you know, right? So people will not check those and they will ignore it straight away. So and they might unsubscribe as well, right? So in that case we don't want to overload their inbox. So if at all they are interested, we will be sending the further communications. So that is all about channels. And then the assets. So here assets is nothing but like email templates is like whatever we are going to use it in the emails, right? So that one in the library, library is nothing but here we can have the images files, like whatever the images or videos or documents, whatever we want to use it in the emails, right? First we need to have it in the library. Once we have it in the library, then we will be able to use it in the email whenever we are creating. right? And then the content block. So again, it is a reusable contents. Like we might want to reuse the email header or footer, right? So those kind of things we can create a reusable content blocks and use it in the required email messages. So that way it will be using the content blocks. And the template also, it will be the same thing. Like wherever you want to use, first we will create the task and then use it in the multiple places. So this is all about core features, right? Then we have the lead management. So okay, any questions till now?
No, no, Muthu, we are good.
Okay, yeah. So the lead management here, right? So based on that customer interaction, let's see, we are sending an email to a customer. So one customer, we might be sending to hundreds of customers. Okay, all of them might not be interested in our product or in the email. So maybe some 10 people will open the email, and in that only 5 people will click on the link, right? Whatever we are giving in the email. So we might want to segregate those customers, like based on, I mean, whoever is opening that email. So we will give some score, like whoever is opening that email, we will give the score as 5, and whoever is clicking on that link, we can give like 10. Whoever is responding to that link, responding to the survey or submitting the form, that for that we can give maybe 20 points. So based on these points, the lead will be getting qualified, I mean created. So to create the lead, right? So we have these configurations. Like here we can have the conditions. Like for this, let's see, whenever the customer opens the email, what we want to do, we want to add 5 points to this particular customer. Whenever the link is getting clicked, we want to add 10 points. So all those things we will have it in the scoring models, and we can have the qualification. Like what is the qualification? Let's see, when the customer gets maximum 50 points, right? 50 points means okay, he has done multiple interactions and multiple responses, right? Maybe customer might have opened the email and clicked on the link and then responded to the survey. So all those things, from 100 customers, maybe 5 or 10 customers will be doing all these things. So the business will be interested only in these particular customers or prospects, right? We might not get in touch with other customers with respect to this particular communication. So how we, the qualification is nothing but we can define here, okay, what is the score, and then for which we want to qualify the lead. So that detail or that configuration we will be having it here. So any doubts here? So next we
No
have,
doubts, Muthu.
okay, next what we have is like event planning or event management, right? So in the event planning or event management, we can have the seminar or conference, whether it can be through online or offline. So we can have the events based on the business requirement, and then for each and every events, right? Whatever is the needed, like if it is an online event, we might what we might need, we might need some online platform, whether it can be this go to app or Zoom or WebEx. So these things we might need, right? So those things we can configure here. If it is a offline event, right, it can be a offline conference or seminar kind of thing. So for that, what are all the things we need? Let's see, speakers we will need for both offline and online sessions, like our conference, right? So we'll have the speakers here. And then the check-ins. Check-in is nothing but whoever is attending that particular conference or the event. So if it is an online event, so we will capture the check-in. If it is the offline also, there will be a check-in method, right? We might have some register to enter, or we might have some QR code to scan from the customer. So whenever they scan the QR code, we will be creating, I mean, the Dynamics, it will create the check-in records here for those particular customers. If it is an offline conference, what else we need some conference room. So that conference room might be in some buildings, right? So those things, the building will be here, and then the room is nothing but a conference room. So whatever, one building can have multiple conference room, right? So those rooms we can have it here. So once we have all these details, right, whenever we plan for any event, so if let me see, whenever you try to create a new event, there are set of things like we might be using all these things. Let's see, event type. So here if you see, webcast and then the executive briefing, so these are all the things we have. Event URL and then agenda, yeah. So these are all like sessions, like one conference might be having multiple session, right? Let's see, if we have one event for a full day event, for every hour there will be different session, right? So all those things we'll be able to, we need to configure and then use it here. And then registration and attendance. So whoever is registering for that particular event, those things will be getting added, and the check-ins as well, like whoever is attending, all those things we adding it here. Then the room reservations, like once we save this, all those things like which building this event is happening and which room, so all those things we will be able to see here. So here if you see the building, so this is where we will be selecting the building, whatever it is. And then the maximum capacity, like that particular room might have a constraint, like we can only accommodate 100 people or 50 people, right? So all those things we can uh, update here, so that the whenever the registration reaches that maximum capacity, it won't allow that registration. So these things we have, right? And then event vendors, hotels, so all these things are related to the venue mapping only. Okay, so this is all about event registration. And these events, right, again we will be using this event link in the marketing email. We can send these event details in the marketing email, or we have seen, right, that marketing forms. So in the form also we can host, or we can render these events and then show it. So this one, or we can use the push notification or text messages. So in all these channels, we, we can send that event details to the customers. Any doubts or anything on the event management? Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
So
Muthu, we
yeah,
are good.
okay, fine. Yeah, lead management we have already seen. The last one is analytics and reporting. So this particular thing, right? So in the marketing module, the one advantage what we have is like, so currently it might not have been enabled, this particular report part, but once we start using this marketing module, right, and start sending the communications to the okay, it's already there. Yeah, once we start sending the communications to the customers or contacts, so here we will be able to see all those details, like for each event or for each email, what is the response rate, or what is that uh, interaction rate. So all those details we will be able to see. And then for each journey, so like whenever we use the customer journey and sending the email, from the journey level as well, or in the marketing email level as well, we will be able to see, okay, from this, let's see, this particular journey, in this one we are targeting 100 customers. So whenever we try to send email to 100 customer, right, 80 customers might be receiving those emails. 20 for 10 customers, the email might be blocked due to their setting, and for 10 email, they might not be valid email address. So in that case, email might not be delivered to those 10 email address. So in this case, right, these particular analytics or insights, it will capture all those details, like for which customers email got delivered, for which customers email got blocked, and for which customers the email is not valid. All those things it will capture. And again, for the customers whoever got those emails, from the 80 customers, maybe 20 customers might have opened the email. and then from the 20, maybe 15 customers might have clicked on the link, and then from that 15, 10 customers might have submitted the response or uh, response, right? So those things we'll be able to see it in the analytics. So this particular analytics, it's all about segregating or getting insights of what is happening with respect to this marketing module or whatever the customer journey we are using, what happens with that customer journey, and what customer is responding and who is not responding. So all those things we will be able to see it here. Okay, and then yeah, so that's about analytics and reporting. So yeah, so basic customization. So this is nothing but we have already seen, right? Creating the segments and then designing the customer journey. So these are like customization we will be doing maybe in the next session, right? We end to end how we can create the segment, and then how we can use it in the customer journey. For customer journey we might also need the email, right? So all those things, how we can create and how we can use it in the marketing module accordingly. So those things we will be able to see, and then creating marketing emails, yeah, again the same thing. And then the testing, I was saying, right, for different devices, whatever the email content we are preparing, how it looks. So all those things we can validate here. And then the integrating the customer voice. So this is nothing but let's see for event management. So we are maybe business is conducting one event. Whenever maybe customer is attending that event, after the event completed, we might want to send a survey to the customers or prospects whoever has attended, right? So that they can give their feedback. Usually for everything we will also get the feedback, right? So for those, for that purpose we will be using this customer voice. But this customer voice, right, so it is integrated with our Dynamics 365, and whatever the response customer is submitting, we will be able to see all those responses in the dynamic CRM as well. Based on this response as well, we will be able to, or we can have our customer journey to send further communication to the customer. Like someone might have given the positive feedback, right? And we might want to send a, notification saying that saying thanks. So all those things we'll be able to do it in the customer journey. And with respect to this customer voice journey, I mean customer voice survey, we can use it as per our need. But for this customer voice, we need to build the survey. Okay, if you are not aware, maybe yeah, we can cover this in the upcoming session as well. So we will be building the survey, like what is that, what are all the questions we want to ask the customers, like first name, last name, email, and what is the feedback. Maybe throughout the event, which session they have liked and which session they don't like, and what can be improved. So all those things we can configure and build that survey and use it in our marketing in the customer journey. Okay, so that is all about customization. Any queries here?
No, Muthu. We're good. If anything,
Okay.
then yeah.
Okay, yeah. So that, I mean, so this is about the functional overview of marketing module, right? So once we get to know the functional, like what we can use for which purpose, like let's see customer journey. So customer journey, what is the purpose of that customer journey, and when we can use that. So now you might have some basic understanding, right? Like we can use that, we can consider it as a process. Using that process, we can send an a communication or notification to the customer. And to send a notification or the communication, what are all the things we need? We need a segment, and then we need a marketing email. So these are all the things we need. So these are all the prerequisites. So once we get to know the functionality or functional overview of the marketing module, we can proceed further with the advanced sessions. So if you want to create a trial version, right? I mean, yeah, maybe you can create a trial version, and then maybe go through the things like whatever we have discussed, right? Like for the functional knowledge. So if you go through that, maybe we will get some more knowledge, and then it will be useful as well for our upcoming sessions. And this link, yeah, I think Arish might be sharing this PPT with you. So this link has the detail of how we can create the trial instance for the marketing module, right? And then, yeah, any questions or any queries?
Yeah. In the upcoming session, we'll be elaborating this creating segments, right?
Yeah, yes, yes, yeah, yeah. Maybe yeah, we'll have one separate session like to have the end-to-end knowledge of like how we can create the customer journey, email, and then the segments, and how we can use it end-to-end. Yeah,
Yeah. Thanks, Muthu.
yeah,
For the information.
Yeah, basically, Mithun and Niranjan, how we plan like, so initially I am telling the functional. So what UI looks like, how it works. Later we will deep dive into the how it works in the behind the scenes. Okay. So in the UI level, we have a customer journey, we have that algorithm, everything, right? So to make it work, we have to do something, right? In the some way, sometime we'll use code, sometime we will design
Yeah,
it. So that
got
we
it.
will do it learn in the next session. So
Yeah,
for
got an
this next
overview
three
about
days
the marketing
also,
life cycle, Harish. Yeah.
yeah. So first I'm covering the functional part. So where you will just try to understand the concepts, how it works, how it behaves. Later we will know to the technical thing where actual implementation is like.
Yeah,
Okay.
got it, Harish.
So
Yeah,
whenever we are saying customer journey, there will be backend entity will be there. For that entity, what is the entity schema name? How what are the fields? Suppose if you want any create additional fields, the columns, how it. So slowly we are. So first I'm telling the functional, then the technical. Later we'll create the end-to-end cycle ones. Okay.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Niranjan, any questions?
Yeah, yes, Harish, I have one question. Like, what is the difference between leads and contact?
yeah. So leads, right? I mean, contact is an actual customer. Okay. So actual customer with respect to the marketing module, the leads can be, you can consider it as a prospect. Okay, prospect is like uh, for the product whatever you want to sell or whatever you are planning to explore, right? Some people might be interested, like based on the communication whatever you are sending, some people might be interested to know more about that product, or even they might want to buy the product or kind of thing, right? So for
Like
that
a
purpose,
may or may not be like,
hmm,
so we don't have guarantee like the lead will be converted to contact. So while traveling, we will see too many ads, right? We don't purchase all, right? So but like that. So once they decide to purchase, that will be like a contact or right, Muthu?
yeah, that's it. I mean, it, you can consider it as a prospect. He can be a customer or he may not also be a customer. So it is just like a previous state of customer, you can call, or the contact. Okay.
Yeah, yes, Muthu, I know.
Yeah.
And one more thing, Niranjan and Mithun, so you guys have 3 years of experience, right? So if you put all the modules also, it will be like a problem. So in 2 years, no one will cover all three modules end to end, right? So well, after the training also, we will prepare the resume. We will provide some sample project, how to uh, how to prepare for the project. We will tell. So mostly we will cover customer service or service sales, because mostly most of the organizations use the this thing. Okay.
Yeah, actually,
Yes,
marketing module very less companies will use. Like mostly they will use like service and then the sales module. Maybe some of them very less will use the marketing module. So
yeah,
it's
yes,
very
Muthu.
rare to, yeah, it's very rare to get that marketing hands-on experience actually. But customer service and sales, it will be a like very common one. Everyone will get exposure to that. But marketing module, yeah, it will be a once in a while like kind of thing.
So learning wise we will cover all, but resume preparation wise we will concentrate on the service and sales. Okay.
Yes, yes, Harish.
Okay.
At the end we will. At the end we want to switch our right, switch the company, right? So with respect to also, I'm talking.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks for the
Any,
consent to you. Yeah.
yeah, any questions, Niranjan, Mithun?
No, no, Harish. Yeah.
Okay. So Mithun, did you get a chance to create the login password? Yesterday we have created, right?
Yeah, yeah. Actually, I have an issue with my laptop. I will today I will for sure create an
Yeah.
I will
No.
get a chance to log in now today. Okay.
Okay then. Yeah, that's all. Thank you, Muthu. Thank you,
Yeah, thanks,
team.
Harish.
Bye.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Thank you. Bye.
Bye bye.